guys, my name is Sub-Zero Exabyte and I am having a fantastic day. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as well, and if not yet hope you are going to have a fantastic day. But I think I know a certain way how I can make your day fantastic. And that is what we are going to do right now, because we are going to play with some endermen today. I won't tell you too much because the video is going to be a lot of fun, so let's get right to it. And I think that if I build a house out of sponge that would just be a bit overpowered, but at least we are going to make it so that tornado is going to be really cool from the outside and the inside, which is going to be really important since the inside of tornado has to count as well as the outside. We have got all of the blocks, so let's go ahead and make his body kind of shape and all of that from the outside, and then we can make it into a square kind of shape since tornado is obviously a sponge and sponges are square. When we are done with that, then we can start doing the insides, and then it is going to be really cool. I hope that we are going to succeed in winning from this pleb that is Steve with his creation of Slenderman, which is not going to be that hard I think, since we are Sub-Zero Exabyte and all of that. And not to forget that we are making a tornado house which is totally going to rock. I don't think that is going to be really hard. We just have to make him a bit more like very well square, since the squareness of your body makes you the man. And we have got an arch out of his body shape, and I think also his head, so let's fix that with some more blocks and then it is going to look really good. Some more skin color in there so the man can actually be a man. That is quite important if he wants to keep chilling with his homeboy Patrick. Since Patrick is just going to be an amazing dude and he already is low. What am I saying? Patrick is the most amazing starfish that there is, but I was not happy with his skin thing, or am it? And I think that I screwed up the proportions of his body just a tiny little bit, and we have to add an arm in there since we didn't do that before, and then it should be fixed. Right? I am not sure if it is fixed now, but I guess so. That is just fantastic. Now he can start doing all kinds stuff with his right arm while we are making the rest of his entire body with the skin stuff that is actually sponge. And it seems like my good friend Steve with the big eyes is already pretty far with this kind of design that he is going to rock for his house. But we are going to win from him anyway, so that is just fantastic. He chose to make his house out of like more of an entire skin of Slenderman, which is not smart, because if he is going to do that for the entire time, then I think the madman is going to run out of time, since he has to make Slenderman really amazing looking if he wants to win, since my tornado is already so cool as it is right now with his second arm in installment, and this is just going to be amazing. But now we kind of already have better shape of his entire face and body, so now we can continue with making the rest of his face, which is also going to be his nose, and then he is just going to look like he is at the maker of Pinocchio and he needs to lie to the madman. But that is now what is happening, since his eyes and his mouth and all of that are not yet in there, so it is going to look a whole lot better when that is all in, and we are working on that, so that is just fantastic. But we are also going to add in his amazing looking 2 teeth in, I guess, and then we can start with the handsome man, his tight tuxedo kind of thing. Then he is going to look really fantastic and well suited. So right now we already have like the holes and all of that in, so that is just great. Then we can start with even more holes, since this man has a lot of holes and he looks quite well with all of these glass holes, which is just a revolutionary idea from me. If I have to be honest, I do say so myself. But the question that I should ask myself is, where am I going to put the door entrance? I am not sure what I should do with that. I guess we could always just not have a door or something with like a ladder that would go up. We only have his legs that are connected to the ground though, which is going to be a bit of a waste, but I don't know, that is going to be a little problem. But the thing is that some problem like that is not going to be our problem right now, since we are not yet done with him entirely, but that is soon going to change, since he is looking really good with his nice nose and of course his hole that we have added in there from the inside like a total boss, just like Tornado himself. And my good friend Steve with the big eyes is also putting some work in, so that is also pretty nice, since we are going to have some really good competition then. But we are going to put the door just right up his leg, I guess. Like it is something that you just kind of need to understand if there are a lot of ladders attached to his legs. Yes, it seems like we can now attach some eyes to the madman, his head, I guess. But you might be wondering what kind of masterpiece your boy Sub is making at the moment. And I'm just making a really casual looking, amazing looking tornado at the same time, so that is really cool. And I am not going to have a layer in his like area that his sponge thing is at, and I can make another area but I am for sure going to have an upper layer and maybe a layer above that, which is then going to be some kind of balcony but then on top of his head, so I guess it is going to be a roof balcony or something like that. I don't know, but we are going to see. But the entrance is already in and he is looking really happy with the entrance, so that is just fantastic, since it is in a really difficult place I could imagine. Now we can go ahead and install the inside for a bit that we are going to have, since we do need a way to have it so that the inside looks really amazing, since I don't think that Steve's inside is going to look amazing like ours. We are going to take a lot of points with this, I am sure of that one, but it is looking really odd like this. Yes, you could imagine that I am talking about the entrance to the main layer. But I guess that if we just ignore this whole thing, it looks really great. And you won't notice a thing that these ladders are actually here, so that is just fantastic. Let's go ahead and make the inside really amazing with all of these holes that are in Tornado, since he is a sponge, and we have got this revolutionary idea, as I already said, of his holes, since we need some natural light to light the house for a bit, which just looks amazing when it is going to be day, and only then we can start with making the whole house from the inside. Wait, no, that is what we are doing right now. Never mind then. I guess that was a stupid thing to say, because if your outside isn't done, how are you going to make the inside? I don't know, I guess you are not going to make the inside then, which we are doing a really good job on right now. In the meantime, our good friend named Steve with really big eyes, who always looks shook, is just making his house as well, and it seems like he is not really that far in as we are at the moment, but I guess that slow and steady might just win the race. And we have got Patrick to help us out with this really epic contest. Wait, what? Where is Patrick? Oh no, that was just something I said to scare Steve away, since he is paying really close attention to this masterpiece, I could imagine. But we are almost done with the inside, guys. Don't worry about that. Just worry about the outside for a bit in a minute, since I am not sure what I should put out there yet, but I think that it is going to be just fine and all of that, so that is going to be really cool. And now we just need to make the inside even better, since we could use some improvements right now so that it doesn't show that it is actually really empty inside, and that the thing is that we actually barely have anything inside, but it is going to look like the inside is going to be something. You could say that I am playing tricks on all of the people that are going to come and visit my amazing tornado looking house, but the outside is just all basically skin and holes. So that is something that is not really easy to fix, and I don't think that my friend Steve is going to be that difficult to struggle with. He should have just chilled with his head and just not look like that. Wait, what am I talking about? I don't even know what I am talking about anymore. But I guess we just dig further into the design inside of our house, because now we are winning the house contest if we keep this good job up, which we are doing quite a good job on if you would ask me. I am almost done with the inside of the house, which I have done a banger of a job on if you would ask me. So then the most exciting part of this entire video can begin. We are going to start in making the outside of the really amazing tornado house. So, let's put in some more stuff so we can make a little living room look even better than it looked like before, because I think that we deserve that at this very moment, since we worked really hard on this and it was actually really amazing to do that, which is just fantastic. So, as you guys can see, the outside of my tornado house looks absolutely banging, and if we look at our good friend over here who is putting in some really quality work, it looks quite amazing as well. So that is kind of alright if you would ask me, and he even has a little entrance in his hand, which is actually a really cool idea, which we can actually do since we have a character that his legs are really thin and we have to go up those legs to go inside. But our house is way cooler if you would ask me. I think this book thing is quite amazing though. Tornado has this inside his pineapple house though. I am not saying that his library is bad, but I mean Tornado is always better at everything everyone will ever do on this planet. We are back at our good friend his ladder system that goes inside as well as butt, which is actually just also a revolutionary idea. And now the insides are just banging if you would ask me, and just look at the design of all the stuff that I have brought in. The Slender Man, his house is still just kind of really empty, so that is not really good from him. Meanwhile, we have got an entire different level for our bed in here, and we have got some green banners and all of that. But I think, yes, the time has come for the most amazing part of the entire house. We are going to make a bit of a balcony on top of our main man Tornado himself. and we can live on top of his head if we really wanted. That I am going to build right now. So that is just going to be great since his head is actually really great, and now we are making his head even greater. Overall this is all just madness what we are making, and our little floors we have got on his head is also just standard tornado stuff, but it is looking really good, which is once again just fantastic. But we now have all of the fence things put in, so that is just great. Now we can start. Let's start with all of this. So now that we have got the fence things done and the torches in here as well, it is already looking really great. But it is finally time that we can now start with our expansion of all of the fences, which we are. But there is also that other song with flying through the air, but it is on the edge of my tongue, but I can't seem to figure out its name, but I don't know. So if you don't know, then you don't know. Don't you just hate it like my yesterday was when you stand in front of it? I am not sure, but I entered anyway, and an eagle came with me, and I am not sure what she is doing, but I will leave her be an eagle and I'll leave the store and go to the house of his. I guess. I am not sure what to expect from that, but I can see if I want. I mean, it's free, and oh my, it is actually pretty big. I am not sure what this is supposed to be, but I will continue being a pathfinder and I will just explore this thing and see if I am the brave adventurer that everyone calls me. I don't know, that might just be my imagination, but I do think so though. But anyways, this eagle thing was following us and I am cool with that. Maybe that can be my new friend, but I don't know. I don't know if I am going to receive something from PETA when I am befriended with an eagle. PETA is that animal protective thing. I mean, they can be good for some things, but sometimes they are just ridicules. But that is what those people get paid for. So once again, respect for those people, because that is how they get their rent and their bread together. So that is great for them, and they are doing something great for the world, because they are like saving animals and stuff, and they are being productive for the world, which not a lot of people can say, because some people are just not doing that much for the world. So that is not so nice. But those guys are doing something for this world. I always say, adopting a child might not change the world, but for that child the world will change. And that is a very powerful message served by Sub-Zero Exabyte live here on television, maybe on something else that is called YouTube, but I said it live right here, right meow. But we are now here with some spikes that are inside a box that are trapped, and like that, if those spikes were animals, then PETA would come and free those spikes, but those spikes are no animals, so there would be no reason to free them because they have to life, and they just are there because people like those people that are around me, with me included, like to push things into other sharp things, and they get their enjoyment out of that, and that is what these people like. Those PETA people might enjoy freeing animals and stuff, but I don't know those people in real life, so I guess that those people must be pretty cool to hang with, just like other people are just normal humans, so those people must be normal people as well, so that is great for them. And if those people are cool people, then I would like to hang out with such a guy maybe once. I don't know, seems cool to me. Maybe we could push some noobs off the edge into oblivion if he or she likes that. I don't know what gender they are yet, and in 2017 you have to be careful when you are talking about genders and stuff. I don't know what all of you at home do for fun, but I would imagine watching YouTube videos and stuff, because well, you are watching me right now, but I like that you guys are devoting your time to watch one of my videos, because I enjoy that thought, and it is just fun to know that some people watch how you play games, or when you are doing something else that other people are interested in, something like that. Well, I would not think that this eagle is a noob, but we can push it off. But if we do that, then it might just start flying and PETA comes after my booty. But she is cool, I guess. I don't know her, but she is staying with me this entire time, so that is also some devotion coming from her, which I appreciate. But let's just continue to like kill noobs in this amazing invention that I have created, but is not yet really done, but I see how it is going to happen in my head, so that is why. I mean, it is taking quite some time, but I guess it is okay. And by the way, you guys, we are going to make it so that there are two elements which is going to save or not save, since one is fire and one is water, and then they die or they live. It is actually quite a simple thought, but to make it is pretty hard, if I may say so myself. You might be wondering, why is Sub using cobblestone? Well, I shall tell you why I am using all of this cobblestone, and that is because cobblestone does not burn or anything, which I don't know about wood, but I do think that wood should burn, and that is not really that great if you are working with fire in a room of wood, since then you are going to be on fire as well, and that is something that I would not like to happen to anyone, because it is not much fun, I can imagine. But I am a ninja, so I know what I am doing, and I don't think that I would fall into the fire trap really quick. While that is not my intention, but you never know if you live as dangerous as me. I am a daredevil living on the edge. But people, it is time to end this video. I hope you liked it, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Goodbye.